This is the King of Fighters 94. Not the 94th one, but originally released in 1994. It's actually the first in the King of Fighters series, released by SNK to the arcades in 1994. The same year that Cosmic Carnage was released on the Sega 32X, and no video game collection is complete without the King of Fighters 94 and Cosmic Carnage.
Italy!
This is the PlayStation 3 version of this game, released to the Neo-Geo station in the PlayStation Network. Easily and affordably downloaded, this is the fighting game that I would start with if you're not familiar with other SNK fighting games, and want to see about getting into them because this is one of their most approachable fighting games. And it's immediately likable because there's lots of different characters with lots of different styles from other SNK games. The SNK fans listening and those with Neo-Geos already have a King of Fighters collection, no doubt. So I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. And the King of Fighters series continued long after 94, and there's games on the Saturn, PlayStation 2, Dreamcast, Wii. This one on the PlayStation 3 is absolutely gorgeous. And if you're looking at the Neo-Geo station on the PlayStation 3 and don't know where to begin, start here. Because while Fatal Fury and The Art of Fighting and some of their other games are equally good, this is the most approachable because of the volume of characters and the really cool team fighting aspect in the King of Fighters 94. It's an immensely likable game, and it's very charming and visually impressive, and once you get into the characters, you'll start to see the depth of the King of Fighters and the other SNK games. This is a very straightforward 2D fighting game, and you pick a team of fighters. Or you can just play with a single fighter, you can play 1 or 2 players, and you can also play over the PlayStation Network. The team fighting is very cool because you don't go through 2 or 3 rounds with the same character. If one of your characters gets knocked out, the next fighter steps in to finish the round, or get finished, depending on how well you do. I probably don't need to state the obvious, but I will. The characters and backgrounds look awesome in HD. This game just explodes off the screen with bright, vibrant colors, and the gameplay is equally slick and responsive. And some of the big SNK fan favorites are in this game, like Mai, Andy, Robert. And while it is a technical game where you'll want to learn the moves and master some defense, you can also dive right in and have fun from the beginning. And the trash talking is excellent. So far, I've spent 95% of my time in this game learning some new characters. And during the fights, you can hit the select button on your PlayStation 3 controller and pull up the moves list, which is obviously helpful if you want to learn the special moves, because you're not going to get past the first couple levels in the King of Fighters 94 without being able to pull off some special moves. Before you go into each match, you can adjust the order of your fighters. And there's a nice variety of characters in the game, too, with diverse styles. You've got everything from your larger, slower, stronger characters to the faster girls that can jump around and throw things. And like you would expect from the series and from SNK in particular, beautiful art design, lots of details in the backgrounds, and the fighting animations look awesome. Once reserved for only a select fortunate few with a Neo-Geo game console at home, or at least those with an arcade nearby that had an MVS, now these wonderful games can be enjoyed by anyone affordably. To claim to be? You have nerve! I love the trash talking in this game. I mean, you deserve to get your ass kicked if you claim to be something but don't specify what. Do you claim to be a martial arts master, or do you claim to be a cup of coffee? Make a decision. If you like traditional, old-school style fighting games, you really can't go wrong with this one. And you get to tour the world and learn new things, like this. Is that trash talking or a compliment? Good times, the King of Fighters 94. Don't forget to watch all of the other King of Fighters reviews. I'm covering 97 for the Sega Saturn shortly after this review, in addition to many of the other excellent Neo-Geo releases for the PlayStation 3's Neo-Geo station. And if they do well, maybe some other developers will get on board, you know what I'm thinking, the Sega 32X station. And not just for Cosmic Carnage, I think that Shadow Squadron needs to be re-released to the world with force.